a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Oklahoma City Lancers taking on the Chicago Blues.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight it's a preseason matchup between the Chicago Blues and the Oklahoma City Lancers. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts. And a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
The play action fake, they'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
Dance, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. On the return, Harris. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 7th-year quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. And they'll run on the inside handoff. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Steps away to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. His pass caught at the 4. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Blues will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's good to make it 7-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there as they move the chains. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern, because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Going up the gut with Ferguson. 2 straight runs of 5 yards. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. This is Reese on the ground. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They're going to look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Reese. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run on 1st down. Pryor. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. On play action, they'll throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So on 4th down, Kevin Stefanski trots out the field goal unit. This will be, 38 yards out. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw here. Going right side here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. From 10 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Extra point attempt to follow here. This one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man, complete. It's Reese. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. On 2nd down now, Pryor. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. On first down, Ferguson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. He finds his man, complete. That's Reese. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is Harris. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Buying time to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw. Ready.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. 26 yards as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. And he'll elect elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw here. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Back to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain an 18-point lead. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. A 2nd down carry for Ferguson. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Ferguson on 3rd and short. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That'll go as a pickup of 8. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Lancers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Extra point right down the middle, and it makes the score 21-10. So that drive spanned 5 plays. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will do it for this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a minute. Week 2 of the preseason is upon us. Each team now with just one more game after this one, and then we will get it all started as we normally do on the first Thursday after Labor Day. In our game, still a lot to keep an eye on. Guys battling, trying to make a ball club. We'll send it back to 2 guys already on our team. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Back to throw. Mitchell. Flush to his right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the defense has come up with it. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when the guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it. Ends up getting the ball stripped.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. His throw incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Ferguson up the middle. About 3 yards there to the 27. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Oh, he catches it off the tip. It wasn't even intended for him. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Well, just say thank you, Mr. QB. That ball gets tipped in the air, and they come out with a first down.
You said it before, sometimes better to be lucky than good.
Yeah, but what you have to do as a defender, that ball's in the air, you've got to go up and get it, and at worst, knock it to the ground.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now back to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. Second and 5. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over. And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Now Mitchell on first down. That's caught by Waller out left side. He's got room at the 30, and he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go long, and hope someone would come free.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21.
Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
This will be caught at about the 6. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Looking to throw. Mitchell. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. From 3 yards out, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Now the try here for the point after. And the lead is up to 18 now. 5 plays there on that drive. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Well, this certainly feels like complimentary football to me, partner, because the momentum from the team's touchdown drive looks like it's made its way over to the defense. They're working together in tandem now. Offense gets in the end zone. Defense with a big sack on the first play of the following drive.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Now here's a throw that's complete.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. They bring their punter out there now as he's on here to punt it away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Mitchell looking to throw on second down. Over the middle to Smith. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
On the handoff, this is Ferguson. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Right back to Ferguson. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. They'll hand it off to Ferguson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Lancers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Now the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. But looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. .31 yards on the punt there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Back to throw again. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day, they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown! A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Lancers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So they fought half the battle here, but they're still down.
Plenty of work still left for them, but they delivered in the first step in their comeback attempt.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Mitchell now on 1st and 10. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, make him make someone miss in the open field.
To throw is Mitchell, throwing on 1st down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Mitchell. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Here's Mitchell on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6.
So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Can't get away, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And on now is the punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Mitchell. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Here's Tressway now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Running left, this is Ferguson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
46 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we're watching them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Being chased down, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the 1st down marker. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And they've got a fourth down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And remember, no overtime here in preseason. This offense hoping that's a moot issue as they try to finish this one off.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they will take a knee here.
2nd and 11 now.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync, the line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted. And that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 2 touchdowns, and time a huge factor. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.